Try not to be too shy, but smart enough, not too smart. Because if you're too smart, you're not going to be married.
You need to wear like nice clothes when you go for the first date and not be late.
Typical German thing, don't be late, be on time. First date, you only have one impression, so don't mess that one up.
Being late, that's the ultimate cut you off at the knee. That's it. You don't even get a second chance.
Definitely no multi-dating. It doesn't work like that.
On the very first date, the guy shouldn't expect his date to be very expressive because a typical Indian girl will take her time to be candid and to open.
You guys have a lot of ego and pride, so if you want a second date, just praise his ego.
Ne couche pas le premier soir. Don't have sex the first night.
You should never date someone that doesn't have religion. Almost everyone in Jamaica has some form of religion, so it's taboo if you date someone that doesn't.
Don't talk religion. It's just a no-no. We would call it sectarianism.
Probably getting too drunk on a first date. I feel like this is an everything problem.
For us, it's just asking what religion somebody is. Or getting too drunk.
Yeah.
Trinidad is real small. So if you and I are going on a date, you cannot lie to me because probably my neighbor is cousins with your sister, brother, auntie, uncle, something, and I know everything about you already.
Don't show up on a date broke because like you have a lot of guys that say they want to take you out and then don't have any money to take you out.
So if you're a woman, I would say don't kiss on your first date.
There is no kissing, no touching, stuff like that.
And usually when we're dating, we're hiding it from our parents.
Never ever have sex or kiss on your first date or the first days of dating.
Not to be the most touchy, PDA is not a big thing in Indonesia. It's actually a big no-no.
Living with your partner before getting married is definitely still a taboo.
We should not kiss or have sex until the third date if you want to have a serious relationship.
You can't touch each other on the first date. No kissing, no nothing. Even though right now, like, you know, we're getting wild.
You need to always be like apart, like respecting each other's space and not touching. That's a bit of a taboo, I think. Also, like, sex obviously is a taboo. We don't talk about that. It doesn't exist.
Dating in Denmark, it's fairly open, but one taboo that's actually pretty funny is probably deciding when you are now exclusive and in a relationship versus not. So that step seems basic, but it's really not in Denmark at all.
First, do not. Same sex. Taboo.
Also, like for women, like never ever give it up so easy on your first date. So for us guys, we're like, come on, really, for real? And she's like, no, you know, my mom, and I don't want you to think that I'm this, that I'm whatever. And we're like, really?
Like, we're very friendly people, so if you want to get results fast, you have to be upfront that you're interested romantically.
The girl is taking the first step or asking the guy out first. It's like an implicit rule that it has to be the guy who makes the first move.
I would say politics. It's very, like, people get very passionate about it.
You don't want to give shoes or sneakers or heels or whatever shoes related as a gift because it is believed that, you know, they will run away with those shoes.
Don't dress like me at all. And also do not look like an ashao. You find out the meaning of that later.
First date, you have to not showing too much, anything sexy. Not showing a lot of skin. You have to be formal in the first date to get a good impression.
The girl should not be the one paying on the first date.
As a woman, never to pay for the first date. You don't do it. Don't even reach out for the wallet. You just sit there and look pretty.
Okay, on a first date, the guy has to at least offer to pay. I feel like opinions are changing now and some people like are okay with splitting the bill, but he has to at least offer. If he doesn't, it's not a good look.
Don't be a cheap date. If you want to impress a Chinese woman, don't spare your expense. There's absolutely no bigger turn off than your budget-friendly tactics, such as going Dutch.
Going Dutch means splitting bill, but on a first date, actually, you should not split the bill. After that, you can split it. If a guy invites a Russian girl for a date for the first time, he makes sure that the bill is paid by a man. It is a kind of etiquette and respect.
In Belarus, the man pays. If you take a girl out on a date, you better be paying. Otherwise, she's not going to come home with you.
In Romania, you have to pay on the first date. There is no discussion.
When it comes to day-to-day dating culture, don't expect your girl to pay for the date because that would be a bad impression on you. She would expect you to be a gentleman.
Australians are pretty autonomous. and that goes both for males and females. So even though a male may like to pay for the first date, there's nothing wrong with splitting the bill.
Some men, they put their like a car keys, or like, you know, wallets, or, you know, this kind of things on the table. And yeah, that's not something like good to do in a first date.
I would say don't go in for the first kiss on the first date.
Look at your phone all the time during the date. It's not really good to talk with your ex. Not ideal to get drunk during the first date either.
To talk about your ex on a first date, to cry on a first date maybe, bring your mom or dad with you. Those would be my top 3.
Sometimes people bring their friend or their parent on a date. They disguise it with being like fun, like, my mom's my best friend. If she likes you, that's how you know we're gonna get together. It's like, I didn't expect to meet your mother the first time I meet you.
Don't talk about ex-girlfriends, politics, money, whatever thing like that. Just kind of have a really nice night.
Be cordial, you know, don't use like foul language, and definitely show up for the date. If you don't do that, a girl will chase you down, she will hunt you down, and it will be a scandal. Believe me, it won't be a pretty sight.
Brazil is just natural. We just vai ficando, I don't know, it's just fluid. I think this is most of the taboo, and girls are not sluts. Don't want to have sex with you guys, which is nice.
Anything goes with Chileans. You can do anything on the first date. You can tell them they're the love of your life. You can ask to move in together. You can rent a motel room. There are no real first dates because everyone gets romantic beforehand, and then after that, anything goes.
We have a saying about men, lying is like their salt. They use it everywhere, anywhere.
If you don't know how to cook, who will marry you? I still don't know how to cook, and I'm still single.